Here we go. Yo, it is official. Bitcoin has won the White House. And as results were coming in last night, Bitcoin soared to 75,000 and set a new all-time high on election day. That's a record. We're going to break down why the greatest Bitcoin bull run in history has just engaged. What does last night mean for Bitcoin, for Ross Ulbricht, for Gary Gensler, and the mainstream media? Is Bitcoin legal tender in the United States on the table? You might want to buckle up. I'm Rustin, head of news at Simply Bitcoin, and today we're going to explain why yesterday may have changed the course of Bitcoin's history forever. Send it!
New all-time high. Satoshi couldn't have written a better script, having it hit a new all-time high on the night of the election. I think one of the most important things is we have the first Bitcoin president. President Trump ran on a campaign point that he was going to protect Bitcoin. He was going to create a Bitcoin strategic reserve. And I think that you saw Bitcoin's price kind of reflect having somebody who was so pro-Bitcoin win the White House. I think that he's surrounded by enough people who really understand this. People like Bitcoin Magazine CEO David Bailey. And one of the interesting things is whether he believes in Bitcoin or not is almost a moot point. It's what is he going to do? And if he's going to protect it and not be abrasive, that's a win. But if he also creates the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, I think that'll be a huge tailwind.
It will be the policy of my administration to keep 100% of all the Bitcoin the U.S. government currently holds or acquires into the future. The Strategic National Bitcoin Stockpile.
The United States starts to lean in and welcome Bitcoin and say, hey, this is an asset that we want on our balance sheet. Other countries are going to have to respond.
Let's go ahead and start with a brief moment of silence. For the mainstream media, they are officially defeated and the epitaph was written last night. Now, regardless of what one may think of Orange Man, this is one of the biggest accomplishments since he began to run for office. The faith in the mainstream media has plummeted to all-time lows. The people know it's propaganda. It's bread and circuses, psyops, and newspeak straight from Orwell, but not anymore. Hey, check out what James O'Keefe and our fearless leader Nico had to say about last night and why we, us, me and you, we're the media now. Roll it!
How are you doing over there on the East Coast? It's late. No, you're in Florida right now?
Yeah, I'm in Florida, man. I'm not going to sleep though, because I remember what happened in 2020. So I'm staying awake this entire night, and I think this is one of the most historic comebacks in American history.
Sure.
You're talking about hoaxes. You're talking about a media onslaught. You're talking about assassination attempts. You're talking about impeachments. You're talking about a conviction. You're talking about a questionable election, and the guy still potentially looks like he might win. So we're seeing history in the making. So I believe that if it is called for Donald Trump, we're going to see 100K Bitcoin possibly by the end of 2024. Okay. And I think 2025 is going to be very explosive just because of the way that the industry sees him. I mean, he was at the Bitcoin conference promising everybody that he'll protect the right to self-custody.
Huge.
He'll protect the right to mine. One of the things that he said, which was absolutely hilarious, he's like, you're going to have fun with your Bitcoins. But I think it's overall very positive for him to be elected for the entire Bitcoin industry.
Hey, it's true. With great power comes great responsibility, and the power has shifted massively. And it is insanely bullish for Bitcoin, and I'm going to tell you why. We not only have the first Bitcoin president in office, but we also have the first Bitcoin administration, and here's what's coming. Ross Ulbricht is set to be a free man, and I love Mandrick's idea here. We got to make something like this happen. This will be an incredible and historic moment for us, for the movement. It's just going to be beautiful. Hey, not to mention, it looks like Gollum down at the SEC, well, he's probably got a U-Haul ready. And it is highly anticipated that Hester Pierce will be filling that seat. That's right, Crypto Mom. Chalk up another victory and cue up that tiny violin for Liz. It's just sweet, sweet music. Keep those tissues ready, Liz. We've only just begun. The global hash war and arms race just got confirmed. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, incoming. The United States dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, incoming. And if you guys just take a look at these charts right now, it is looking like all systems are go. Get on the warthog now! Now, I do have a question for Orange Man, Mr. President. How much are you expecting to flow into Bitcoin after your victory?
billions and 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 billions.
Bullish! Okay, but in all seriousness, Bitcoin has never dropped below its election day price post-results. Historically, Bitcoin has exploded after U.S. elections, going parabolic, and look at what it's doing now. Remember we talked about that God candle? I think it's here. We're just getting started, but never has Bitcoin come into a bull run with, well, nation states buying, with nation states mining, with coalitions of countries seeking an alternative to the dollar, and with what is looking to be all three houses and branches of the U.S. government looking at Bitcoin favorably. The GOP already won the Senate, and there's a lot of Bitcoiners there, and it is looking like the House is going to be going that way as well. Why is that important? Well, the ability to follow through on... Let's go ahead and roll through some of the president's claims he made at the Bitcoin conference. Roll it!
I am announcing that if I am elected, it will be the policy of my administration, United States of America, to keep 100% of all the Bitcoin the U.S. government currently holds or acquires into the future. We'll keep 100%. I hope you do well, please. This will serve in effect as the core of the strategic national Bitcoin stockpile. Today, I repeat my pledge to commute the sentence of Ross Ulbricht to a sentence of time served. It's enough. And I will always defend the right to self-custody. Self-custody. On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler and appoint a new SEC chairman. I didn't know he was that unpopular. Let me say it again. On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler. Whoa.
Yeah, well, doing all those things just got a whole hell of a lot easier protecting self-custody, incentivizing Bitcoin mining and Bitcoin development in the U.S., and not to mention forming coalitions with our friends in the South that are absolutely slaying it. Bukele, Milei, Trump, they're the new face of the West, and it is incredibly bullish for Bitcoin and for freedom. You guys probably think I'm full of crap, but maybe you should listen to what the WEF thought Trump's election would mean for their dystopian nightmare. Roll it.
Are you concerned that Trump might be elected again shortly?
I think it's very likely. And if it happens, it is likely to be the kind of like the death blow to what remains of the global order. And he says it openly. Now, again, it should be clear that many of these politicians, they present a false dichotomy, a false binary vision of the world, as if you have to choose between patriotism and globalism, between being loyal to your nation and being loyal to some kind of, I don't know, global government or whatever.
I can't believe we're here. I never thought we'd be here this fast. It's like the timeline has accelerated by a decade. And it's everyone's work during the past 15 years that brought us here. Are we on the verge of the bright orange future? Ladies and gentlemen, let us know in the comments below. And while yes, we know about the all-star cast that Trump has assembled, this is literally a first since Andrew Jackson's presidency. A populist movement against the state which led to, well, the central bank GFYing. But my friends, there is another move Trump could make that no one is talking about. And it could possibly be more bullish than anything we've mentioned today. But before the big reveal, look at our likes!
I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
If you're enjoying the show so far, be sure to like, subscribe, share that Sound Money Gospel, and give us a pamp! While we take a moment to recognize our sponsors, the masters of securing your generational wealth and Bitcoin sovereignty, the Bitcoin way. You're looking to learn how to Bitcoin, how to properly secure your Bitcoin? You might want to head on over to the newly revamped Bitcoin Way website where you can begin your road to Bitcoin sovereignty today. If you're looking to schedule a free 30-minute consultation, go ahead and use that link below in the show notes. Big finish time. All right, you might want to buckle up because the Orange Man has one more card up his sleeve. Dubious speculation, but I think he's been waiting to pull it out until just the right moment. Get ready for your cups to runneth over, my friends. Boom! In a stunning move, Trump will name Alex Jones press secretary, and Bitcoin will skyrocket to a humble $10 million. Hey, at this point, tell me it's not on the table. And if not, a man can dream, damn it. You know what else I've been dreaming about? Orange Man saving our British friends from their freedom-hating overlords. Total satire. Roll it.
Hello, is this two-tier Kier? It's big Don here. I'm hearing rumors that you're locking people up for posting memes. What the f*** are you playing at, you dirty commie sucker?
Yes, but because they are far-right saying hurty words and upsetting people.
Listen, I'm going to stick my foot far right up your ass.
You can't do that to me. My dad was a tool maker.
Well, he certainly made a tool for the World Economic Forum.
Don't you bring Davos into this. I'll tell my mummy.
Listen, you slimy bastard, I'll own everything and love it.
She worked in the NHS.
Yes, well, my mom, who was probably the greatest mom there ever has been, came from Scotland. She always told me, Donnie, don't ever let those commie bastards take over the home country. So when I do get reelected, I'm going to invade your fucking country and make Britain great again.
It looks like it's morning again in America. Well, maybe morning for some. What is the most bullish outcome for Bitcoin in 2025? After what happened last night? Strap on your seatbelt and watch this video. That is, if you can handle the bullish truth. Hey, love you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, spread that sound money gospel. Give us a pat. And I'll catch you all next time. Peace.
If you prefer to go down with the ship, f*** you.